It's like Prince Harry and Prince William have been reunited over this common cause. But as ever, what is it? Hi, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you today. And as ever, thank you and so kind, genuinely, I mean this, for your company. Some of the comments that I read are so nice and heartwarming. And I know and I do see them all. And, obviously don't get to read every single one. You're too kind. But it is nice to get the comment section going because I know a lot of people like to read them and they do become company. It's just an opinion, isn't it? And it gets you thinking and gets you sort of sharing. Perhaps you reply, suddenly you get a pen friend or a digital friend. Is that what you call digital friend, from it? I like it when you start saying, oh, I'm down the road or I live in this. It's lovely that we've got this companionship going and that's what it's about. Don't feel alone. What do you mean you feel alone watching this? No, but you know what I mean. It's nice. Just get contacted, and by putting it in the comments, it's just lovely because I get to know your opinion, and then people chip in, and you think, "Wow, I never heard of that," or "Didn't know that existed." It's always lovely to find something new out, isn't it? Back as ever, though, to your Breaking Royal story of the day. This story really will resonate with many people because it centres upon exactly how wide, if you like, the bridge is between the former royal known as Prince Harry and, of course, the future king in many years, hopefully, Prince William, the Prince of Wales. Used to be so close, now the divide is so wide, simply because, of course, one got married and the other one decided to go off and find a new life. What's interesting is there's one common cause that they both agree on, and it's very difficult in many respects because this all centres around a former royal servant. Many know him as the tray carrier. He likes to describe himself as the rock to Princess Diana. Now, I've met, of course, Paul Burrell on a number of occasions, and I would say you have to take his stories with what they are. He was there, he allegedly lived it. But of course, his image is very much tarnished with what he did. Numerous books, television appearances, and some very, very sort of, shall we say, dodgy headlines in the early noughties and late 90s. Now, he's been once again back in the media, basically saying that Prince Harry and Prince William should reach out to him now in his mature years because he could tell them so much about their late mother. Of course, this is the late mother that he's made a mint out of and become incredibly rich via boats, cruises, and a very beautiful home, I might point out. I don't know any other servant that's done that well. But of course, he had the backing of a major newspaper at the time, the Daily Mirror. Yes, that one. But what's interesting now is, as I say, he's openly giving interviews on television and, of course, in any digital platform that will listen in the hope that Harry and indeed William would reach out to find out the missing pieces, as he says, of the jigsaw that they may wish to know. Well, I did make contact with very close people for His Royal Highness, the Prince of Wales, and that will never be happening. Not ever. And while you read these stories about how, he could assist, apparently there are just too many things that this former royal servant did that Prince William finds very, very difficult to forgive. And more importantly, it's a sentiment I've been told shared by Prince Harry. And this is nothing to do with the fact that, of course, times have moved on and it's a different world we live in. Prince Harry seemingly feels the very same. So for the former royal servant Paul Burrell, who claims, as I say, to be the rock of the late and beautiful Princess Diana, he may wish to think that he has the ear and possible story that could cement and finalise and maybe put some pictures into place about, of course, the late princess to her sons. But seemingly for them, they're simply not interested. And it's all about one thing: trust. They would never trust him again to sit down and talk openly for fear that once again, with the lure of a huge check or a tabloid newspaper, he may rush off and repeat literally everything they'd spoken about. And you can understand that bit of the story, can you not? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.